It is June 16th, 2014. We're here inside Mississauga City Council, and we have Carolyn Parrish here, registering for Ward 5 candidacy a little bit earlier, and sitting in on Governance Committee of all things. And first of all, how does it feel to be back here? Just
feels
physically?
Good.
Does?
It actually feels good, yeah.
It does, okay.
Yeah.
I've just some questions. I guess the number one thing is, we read a lot about the recent provincial Liberal win and everything else, and the majority. There's all kinds of theories about what happened. Do you have yours?
I think people in the end took a look at Hudak and decided he was just too far to the right. I think if they'd had a more moderate leader, you might have seen the PCs win, because people are very tired of all the screw-ups and all the apparent mess-ups and wastes of money. So I think had they had a better leader with a more moderate platform like Bill Davis, the old PCs, I think they might have won.
In all honesty, that was the reason why I didn't vote. If the PCs had at all a decent candidate that I could trust, I would have gone that direction. And I guess the next thing is, as far as running is concerned, you're with Ward 5 and so on. What are your hopes for Ward 5 area?
I'd like to try to incorporate Malton. It's a lovely little village, but I'd like to pull it in so it feels more a part of Mississauga. I'd like to do a project up there that would increase the play areas and some of the recreational areas. In the South End, I think the people are very concerned about taxes. They're very concerned about traffic, all the same things that everybody else is concerned about. And it's kind of hard for the ward because it's split by that great big airport and commercial area and industrial area. So I think it's going to be a job to pull the two pieces together and make it feel like one ward. And I had a fantastic time there canvassing in 2011. I grew up across the road in Rexdale, which is very much like Malton. And I feel very comfortable up there, and I made a lot of really good friends when I was canvassing. And in the South End, I was their MP for a couple of years, so it's not foreign territory. So I'm ready to start work the first day.
Okay, the next question, this is what I ask a lot of candidates, and I'm going to try to ask Merrill candidates as well. Regarding the Ontario Ombudsman, Andre Moran, or any Ontario Ombudsman, how do you feel about expanding the investigative authorities of the Ontario Ombudsman into municipalities, into the MUSH sector?
I think that would be an incredibly fine idea. I think we made a mistake when we voted against it when I was on council last time. I think someone with an arm's length and Ontario view like that is the best person to go to with current problems in any city or any municipality. So and the current one, Andre Moran, is fantastic. I follow a lot of his ups and downs and some of the things he's done, and I find him quite sensible, and I even follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Any questions that you have that you'd like to answer? Like, that's really important for you or anything like that?
I think it's important going into a new era that we are very cautious and fiscally responsible. I don't think that we should be riding on any of our laurels. I think we're about to get into an era where we're going to have to do a lot of replacement of infrastructure, and we have unfortunately exhausted all our reserve funds. So I think budgets are going to be extremely important, and I think they have to be looked at in an entirely different way. I think there should be some leadership fostered amongst particularly the more senior councillors or the brighter councillors. You could be a brand new one and have lots of great ideas. There should be a chair of planning. There should be a chair of budget. I think there should be a reorganization, but that'll be up to the mayor, whichever mayoralty candidate wins, and I will cooperate with both of them, either of them.
Yeah. Would you think, like, when I follow up on a lot of things and follow the news, would you say the number one issue in the GTA is transit?
It seems to be the number one issue, and it's also the biggest problem. I think to rebuild Mississauga in a efficient fashion for transit is going to be a horrendous job. We were built for sprawl, we were built for cars, and everybody you talk to wants transit for someone else to use to clear the road for them.
Yes, absolutely right. That's myself too.
It's a huge problem, and until you change the culture, until you make it very convenient for young people to use transit, and then they grow up using transit, I don't think it's going to change in this generation.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Well, good luck. I mean, really good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.